Good morning, everybody. Sorry I'm late. Things weren't cooperating this morning. Mike, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, thank God it's Girl Scout cookie season. Oh yeah, my son reminded me of that this past weekend. He where he works, the girls are outside his outside the front door, and he can't resist. And you get the little girls. Would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies? And he can't say no. So, but well, hope everybody's having a good morning this morning. And I figured I would unveil. Good morning, Sobriety and Silver. Good morning. I figured I would unveil something here because not everybody sees when we do community posts, and we're having some fun. This past weekend, Cranky did a live with the Stack Collector, and back in time there, Cranky got dubbed. He was given another nickname by TSC. And we were everybody was having a little fun joking around about it. And we think we found his new logo. So let me introduce those of you that have not seen the community post to the Stanky Cracker. So it's good to have Stanky in the studio today. So we'll leave him right there. Yeah, Cranky usually does, and I usually do a live stream every other Monday night. Morning check. We usually do a live stream every other Monday early evening, and I figured I'd pop on here today. And just because every once in a while, you got to do one by yourself. And I know I've gotten a little bad at doing the ones by myself, but I'm going to try to do my best today. Zoltan, good morning. Good morning. So I figured also that I would unveil my latest piece of silver on here. Speaking of Cranky, he did an auction. Oh gosh, was it a week or two ago? He did an auction, and I was fortunate enough to pick up a piece from him, and I love my community pours. So got to know here, Michi, thank you for your friendship and support. The wave button is one of my favorite pours. Stay safe, Cranky. So let's show you what we got here. There we go. I didn't have him. He was gonna whatever the process is to make the logo stand out. I wasn't worried about that. I know who it's from, and when it you can see it better when you're right here looking at it. But hey, there it is. So 24.5 grams, and I'm proud to add it to my stack there. Put him right there. And there we go. And there's also, he's got new certificates of authenticity. There you go. 24.5 grams. Wavy button number 1, 2025. Signed by the Cranky One himself. So how's everybody doing this morning? The weather's up and down around here. I hear they got some more snow and crazy weather down south. I don't know. I think I joke around, say Mother Nature's off her meds because she can't get it right. Let's see here. Scrolling back through, making sure I didn't miss anybody. Got Mike's Brighting Silver. Some guy named Michi Stacker popped in the comments for a second. Chuck's here. Zoltan's here. So what's everybody think about these tariffs and stuff? Now they're Canada's made some threats against the United States. Oh, we're gonna tariff this, tariff that, and yeah, Southern Oklahoma is going to be about 60 today. You know what? It's supposed to be 40 here today. I know we got just enough to make the road slick this morning, or from what they were saying on TV. I didn't go out. Just waking up time for coffee. Oh yeah. I got mine going here. So yeah, I know they've said up north there that they're gonna cut the power off to us, and which I kind of laugh at because we're perfectly capable of generating our own power. It's not a big deal. Then they think they're hurting us by taking all the American liquor and beer off their shelves. Well, hey, send it back here. More for us. And let's see. Yeah, Mike, good point. Yeah, you don't have to shovel sunshine. I'm anxiously waiting for ours. We had a couple sunny days here. This past weekend we had. Saturday was pretty sunny, but yeah, we just gotta get the heat to go with it now. It's supposed to be. A couple days ago it was 50, and yesterday it was almost. Well, yeah, it was up there in the 50s. Today it's supposed to be 40. Now I guess by the weekend it's supposed to be back up to darn near 60. So we'll see. Artist Resin, good morning. So, but I think these tariffs and stuff that were imposed, I don't see them lasting long. It's just certain things. I see it because I live in a border area and you see what's coming across the border from Canada, and Stackerman, good morning. And they need to tighten their ship up over there on the other side of the border there. And once they do that, because the president, I'm sure, knows well that that Canada's not the problem. Well, they are part of the problem, but they're not as much of a problem as our border to the south. And that I don't know if you guys heard or not, but Mexico is closed the border from their side. And if you're American and you want to come to Mexico, your passport won't work anymore. You have to get a visa. Yeah. He Trudeau's something else. He kind of laughed. He resigned from his position, but he's still running the country. I'm still trying to figure out how that works. I've got some personal opinions about some things too that could be taken as political. But if you guys remember, he had the truck drivers that took a stand, and instead of letting the people peacefully protest like they were doing, the truckers, he took all their supply, had them go in and take all their supplies from them. And that's exactly, Chuck. They're making their point with it, and I don't see them lasting long, at least against Canada. I think another thing is they'll probably disappear when they'll probably disappear when they finally get Trudeau out of office up there. But yeah, he took all the supplies away from the truck drivers that were taking a stand in Ottawa, confiscated their bank accounts, did all kinds of stuff like that. He sent police in on horses and just trampled people with the horses. And they weren't doing anything. Yeah, they were being loud, but they weren't destroying anything. They weren't burning anything. They weren't looting. They weren't doing all the stuff people were getting away with here. But and then it was a big thing here right across from Detroit in Windsor. The truck drivers shut down the Ambassador Bridge and the Detroit Windsor Tunnel, and I was watching it live on YouTube here, and they brought in like armored vehicles and SWAT guys from the RCMP and the Ontario Provincial Police, and they were threatening violence against these people. They were standing their ground. They weren't being violent. They weren't causing chaos. They were just they were making their point. And that's Trudeau for you. Don't disagree with me, or this is the end result. And things that he did during, and I because I don't, there's certain words I won't say on here. The thing that was 2020, the mandates that if you don't get the whats, you can't stay in business. You have to, and literally forced that on the Canadian people. And there are people that have had adverse side effects. I mean, to and including death from those. And he's okay with that. I haven't been able to find the video, but there was an interview with a pilot from Air Canada that this guy ran marathons. He did triathlons. He's eats healthy, lived healthy, worked out every day, all that stuff. The guy's been reduced to living his life in a wheelchair, and his wife has to do everything for him because he had an adverse reaction to those things. And Trudeau's okay with that. They need to get him out of office up there. And then hopefully once he's gone and they get somebody in there with some common sense, all that'll go away for at least for Canada. And like I was saying, now if you want to go to Mexico, your passport won't do anything for you. You have to apply for a visa because their president's being an idiot instead of doing her job. So but I know me personally, I've got no reason to go to Mexico. Yeah, the weather's nice, but you take your life into your hands whenever you cross the border because it is what it is down there. That woman that's supposedly the president or whatever her title is, she doesn't run that country. The cartels do. That we've known that for years. I'll give you an example, and I know not everybody's into auto racing, but NASCAR used to go down there and do a road race in Mexico City every year with their it's called the Xfinity Series now. It's like the minor leagues in NASCAR. And they would get to the border in El Paso, Texas, and once they crossed over, they had armed guards that rode on the haulers to make sure they got to the racetrack in one piece and then back to the border. Sobriety and silver, you're exactly right. And you can't even trust the All right, Mike. Have a great day, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. They and half the cops are on the take down there too. So if something does happen and you call the cops, you're probably in more danger when they show up than you were before. Yeah, the food's good, but it's not worth it. And definitely don't drink the water down there. So, all right, let's see. So just scrolling back. I mean, I'm just scrolling through, making sure I didn't miss anybody because I'm sitting here running my mouth. So, but yep, Thursday. It's almost the weekend again. So, unfortunately, it's my weekend to work this weekend. But hey, somebody's got to do it. So let's do we get any silver, raw silver, not maples from Canada? You know what? I don't know. I know everything I've seen has usually been in the form of like maples or other, like sovereign silver. Like, I've got a couple of those half ouncers sitting here. They do some other stuff, but I think it all comes over here as sovereign stuff. So I don't think we get I don't think we get raw. I think most of our raw comes from down south. I know you can definitely anticipate the already expensive as heck Libertad's going up because I think we get more of our silver from down there than we do from Canada. Or most of our silver from Mexico. Or South America. But we'll see what happens. I'm hoping cooler heads prevail and we get all this figured out. So let me see here. Speaking of Canadian, I know I've got some newer, and if I sound like I'm getting away from you, I just stepped over to grab something real quick. Let me see. I know I got it here somewhere. All right, here we go. This is still one of my favorites here, and I don't know. I mentioned it before. I was in law enforcement for 20 years, and I know a lot of people don't like the RCMP. I never had a problem with them. I mean, either on duty or off. Working in a border city, you get to see these guys quite often. But, all right, let me get this out of the way. There we go. All right. This is a 2-ouncer that they did put out in 2020. That's why the George IV is on there. Oh, Spraying Silver. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I joke around. I usually tell people that I was a human crash dummy for 20 years. So, it's my hometown. I knew the area. They put me pretty close to where I grew up, so kind of scary. I knew there for a while. I knew most of the guys I was locking up. I went to high school with, but it was a good run. Some good days, some bad days. I had stories I could tell, and some that I probably won't ever. So. Yes, 7. I got the stanky cracker there. I got bored at work the other night, and happened to have access to one of those little the little 2-pack of crackers there. I had access to one of those and a Sharpie, so there you go. Yeah, Chaser, exactly. Yeah, I've got one of my LCSs that I was always trying to give out the good deals, and they're pretty good at it. And the guys, and actually that's the one that's furthest away from me. But the two that are a little bit closer, every once in a while they'll pop up with something and say, "Yeah, you know what? I just want it gone. Give me this for it," and that. And I know that was, a little irritated a couple of people back. Oh gosh, last spring, because they didn't want to believe that I paid what I paid for something. But they get to know you. They get to know you to an extent. I mean, you don't give them your whole life history, obviously, but you get to know them. They get to know you, and if they know what you're looking for, because I've actually experienced this at all three. It's like, hey, I got something you might be interested in, and that's pretty good. And but yeah, the coin shows, we've got a couple of small ones in the area that I've been to. I did go to one of the bigger ones. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving, and it was kind of crazy. That one in that case was the big one. That stuff was kind of high, and they had a lot of high end stuff. And if you're trying to do things on a budget, it wasn't the place for you to be. But of course I did pick up a few things. Or I've got my Christmas silver. I picked up some of that, and picked up a Christmas present for somebody there. But it's coin shows are definitely, you get some good stuff. The one in the area I was kind of disappointed with, but then again, I was there toward the end of summer. Last time I had the opportunity to go check it out. It's a monthly show. And it was like everybody was trying to get rid of their stuff that nobody bought the rest of the year. And it was all, crazy expensive. But some coin shows, they're great. Others, not so much. So I'll be hitting up a couple just to see if things have changed. Here as the summer goes on. And all right, artist resident, have a great, I'm assuming evening. Thanks for stopping in. And so I'm sure I'll have some videos coming up here soon with the hey, look what I found at the coin show. So let's see. Playing home, great chat. All right, Chuck. Safe travels. We'll see you soon. So I'm not going to stay on here long today. I just wanted to pop on and do a live versus just putting out a video today, and check up on everybody, see how everybody's doing, and let's see, we're at coming up on 24 minutes. I'm probably going to give it to a half an hour, and then we'll wrap it up. Anybody got any questions for me from those that are left? All right, Chaser, have a good day at work. Let's see. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here at 25. So thanks everybody that stopped in. Those of you that couldn't make it, it's sort of a short one. Watching it on the replay. Again, I want to thank everybody. I'm chugging along to 700 subs. I appreciate everybody, and we will see you soon. All right, everybody, have a great day. Stay safe. Keep stacking, keep hunting. We'll see you in the next one. Michi's out.